You may be experiencing feelings of depression, and you might wonder what you can do about it. Well, the truth is that there is nothing that can be done because, by now, you would have realized that depression, when it arises, is a part of you in this very moment. If you attempt to escape it through distractions, you won't truly achieve anything except masking the underlying issue with superficial remedies. So, if you feel disappointed, devoid of meaning, somewhat depressed by the current situation, and you also acknowledge that there is nothing you can do about it, what do? You simply observe what unfolds. You are unaware of what will happen next, and it's not solely about observing something that is explicitly labeled as a state of depression. Many other things are happening simultaneously. The world around you exists, your breath continues, your eyes see, your ears hear, all of this is taking place. You are uncertain how to interpret it all, and you cannot trust any preconceived notions because you understand they are all illusory. Thus, there is nothing left for you to do except watch. You have become inwardly tranquil, not by choice but because you are exhausted. There is truly nothing to be done. In this state, you realize that all attempts to escape only lead you back to what you were originally trying to avoid. You may take detours, but they only grow shorter, eventually returning you to where you started. Therefore, when this sense of defeat permeates all your endeavors, aspirations, and ideals, you naturally find yourself in a contemplative state without any forced or affected effort. Simply observe what is happening. Even if thoughts arise automatically, you recognize their futility in bringing about any real change. It's akin to trying to sweep dust on the stairs with the shadow of a bamboo broom. Hence, you watch your thoughts as if they were the ticking of a clock, birds chattering outside the window, or water falling. They chatter incessantly while life continues its unfolding as you observe. Gradually, the thoughts start to fade away, becoming nothing more than background noise. The past has vanished as you understand it is merely a collection of memories. The future has disappeared because it hasn't occurred yet, and in reality, it never truly does. You are aware that tomorrow never actually arrives. There is no tomorrow, and if you haven't realized this, it is futile to make plans for something that doesn't exist. If you realize that the future is uncertain and that tomorrow is not guaranteed, you might wonder about the usefulness of making plans. However, planning can still have its merits. When plans work out, they can bring joy and fulfillment. The key is to strike a balance and not become too fixated on rigid expectations, allowing room for spontaneity and adaptation. In your exploration of mysticism, yoga, Buddhism, Vedanta, and related literature, you've likely encountered the recurring theme of transcending the ego. These teachings emphasize the importance of letting go of the ego's grip on our perceptions and identities. While you may have embraced this notion and released your attachment to the ego, it is essential to remain humble and avoid the temptation of boasting about your progress. True spiritual growth goes beyond the ego's desire for recognition or accolades. It's worth noting that the pursuit of eliminating the ego entirely is a daunting task. Spiritual practices aimed at ego dissolution often serve to remind us of the ego's inherent tenacity. They invite us to accept the ego's presence while cultivating awareness and detachment from its influence. It is through this acceptance and understanding that we can navigate the complexities of our self-identity. Interestingly, individuals who openly exhibit egotistic traits can paradoxically be less egocentric than those who feign humility. Honest expression of thoughts and feelings, even if they involve setting boundaries or declining requests, fosters genuine connections. It allows others to understand your position and builds relationships based on transparency. Conversely, if you find yourself making promises or commitments out of a sense of obligation or without genuine intent, you risk disappointing others. It is essential to be honest and authentic in your interactions. If you are unable or unwilling to fulfill a request, it is better to express a clear no, rather than creating false expectations. Being true to your own needs and boundaries is not selfishness in the negative sense. It is a healthy form of self-care that promotes mutual respect and genuine connections. However, it is crucial to strike a balance, as excessive self-interest can also harm relationships. Finding a middle ground where you assert your needs without disregarding the needs of others is key. In summary, embracing your genuine nature, neither inflating nor suppressing the ego, allows for authentic connections and a clearer understanding of yourself and others. Striving to be true to yourself while respecting the boundaries and needs of others fosters healthy relationships and personal growth. While embracing your genuine nature and navigating the complexities of the ego, it's important to recognize that personal growth and spiritual development are ongoing processes. The journey of self-discovery is not linear or static but rather a dynamic and ever-evolving path. It requires continuous introspection, reflection, and learning. As you deepen your understanding of yourself and others, you may discover the significance of compassion and empathy. True compassion arises from a place of genuine connection and understanding, allowing you to extend kindness and support to others without expecting anything in return. It is a reflection of your inner growth and an expression of your interconnectedness with all beings. In your interactions with others, strive to be present and attentive. Cultivate active listening and authentic communication. When you genuinely listen to others, suspending judgment and allowing space for their perspectives, you create an environment of trust and openness. This fosters meaningful connections and enriches your relationships. Furthermore, the notion of being egotistic as you genuinely are extends beyond individual interactions. It also relates to your engagement with the world and your contribution to society. By recognizing your unique talents, passions, and values, you can align your actions and pursuits with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Embrace your individuality while finding ways to make a positive impact on the world around you. However, as you embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth, it's important to remain mindful of the potential pitfalls. Avoid falling into the trap of self-righteousness or dogmatism. Recognize that your perspective is just one among many, and there is always more to learn and explore. So, embracing your genuine nature, transcending the ego, and fostering authentic connections lead to personal growth and a deeper understanding of yourself and others. Nurturing compassion, active listening, and open-mindedness enrich your relationships and contribute to a more harmonious society. Remember that the journey of self-discovery is ongoing, and by staying curious and